So I'm back. Um, that was irritating. In the middle of talking with my friend, my computer decides to completely stop working correctly at all, black screens me, and shuts off my camera. That's right. I need to actually. I have 3,247 hours on VR chat. Yes, that is a lot of time. I need to go into a less filled room. And I should not run IMVU at the same time because when I'm running, all right, so virtual reality is kind of funny, but the biggest difference in the gaming platforms as far as IMVU and Avakin Life versus VR Chat, like Second Life is in the same category as IMVU, so those are all run on 32-bit, while as VR Chat is actually run on a 64-bit. And so it's really CPU intensive when you run both programs at the same time. So it makes it really hard to actually properly use your computer, and thus is why my computer shut down like that. So, um, Mr. Creepypasta, the VR chatter, has done a phenomenal job on this room. I am astounded because it is a beautiful masterpiece, and I am a huge Disney fan, and anytime anybody does anything Disney, I get really excited. And this room, like, oh man, I just can't wait till I put my headset back on because I really want to come back here in my headset. And I'm like, oh, I'm in Disneyland again. But it's not really like that, obviously. All right, so the only way I can actually get in the park is to go press this button over here. Oh, this place is so nostalgic, even if it's in VR. Makes me so happy. I made this my home world, and I'm ecstatic over it because I love Disney and I love Disneyland a lot. A lot. I get I get, nostalgic memories of that place all the time. Dreams may come true. Everybody knows this song, right? Okay. Maybe not. But I love this Disney music. Come on. Like, okay, okay, I'm too excited. I need to get out of this room. This room makes me really happy. Um, yeah. I like the old-timey Disney music. Um, yes, this song. Mickey Mouse. Yes, I know the words to this song. I am a Musketeer. And I know that doesn't seem like much, and I know a lot of people know like the more popular Mouseketeers, Brittany and Justin and stuff. But my grandparents actually signed me up for the Mouseketeers when I was a really little kid, and like they put me in the Mouseketeers, and I was a Mouseketeer. Anyways. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. I could listen to this music all day. I really need to get to another room. Yas, bitch. That's how you start VR chat. Welcome to Disneyland in VR. One of the best rooms to ever exist in virtual reality. Fucking let me in! You bitch. Let me in! Motherfucker! I am waiting. Patiently. I'm waiting for the front door to let me in, because this is some shit. Yep, I knew it was gonna happen. There's too many people in the room. It glitched. I literally cashed out of that instance. I'm gonna have to like go turn this off. Come on. No. I don't need to do that either. Okay, that cleared up space. See, like when you have way too much stuff on your RAM and you get excess backed up, cache data, then your computer literally does not work right, as you can see. And I will show you what I mean later because I'll have to show you my drives to show you what I mean. But I have an SSD installed on my computer, and all of my memory is storing on like my RAM instead of my SSD. So it's making it really hard to get certain things to function because um, I have to have so much memory open in my 4 gig RAM in order to be able to have certain programs run. And if I put stuff on top of that, like store memory on that, then it makes it even harder for me to run those programs. And that's why I have the SSD, so I can put those programs on the SSD and just have my RAM solely for like um, memory usage as far as like running a program goes. Oh, the lag. Please don't be sending me an invite. Let me come to you without an invite. Because it makes it harder for me, like, on my side of the server. See, this is loading a lot faster. I might actually have to go into my app data folder and delete the whole cache folder in order to get it to work right. That's what it seems. I think there's too many people in this room, and that's why I keep crashing, because it doesn't allow me to get past this. There we go. I knew something was fucking up. Right, anyway. I'm not. What had happened is that had to clear my IE cache. Well, not my IE cache, but the cache backed up on my browsers because I had to reset my computer, right? So like, when I'm clearing cache off my computer in a whole like junk cache, just from being connected on here and stuff, so I can load rooms. I also had to clear my cookies cache, and then I was able to get in here. So it's definitely a cache problem. I have cache cleaning programs. Yeah, I have that. There's also a program that comes with your computer that's a cache cleaner. So you don't even really need that, but I use it and that's what I was using. I was using the Wise Disk Cleaner number 9. And what it does is it just gets rid of all of the junk cache instead of the important files. So, but because I have a 4 gig RAM and this program is running off my 4 gig RAM instead of off my SSD, it's also using the RAM for the memory usage when I'm in game. So, on top of that, if I'm using right, on top of that, if I'm getting like cache data, then like it lags me out and eventually I black screen and then that's what happened. Yeah, I can. Perfect. I can. Yeah, that's fine. My computer's built for it. It came with my computer. I just couldn't like okay, so when I got it and I didn't install the SSD yet, everything lagged in VR. But um since I got the SSD, I've been able to run it with no problems. It's just my port drive that needs to update and like, I'm just like I said, I'm waiting on that. Well, it's worth doing it. Just do it to get it out of the way. Just I know, but it's not hard on your hardware. So what you gotta do is just do it because if you don't do it and you wait for the other updates to go on top of that, you're doing one by one by one by one manually, and you're just like waiting essentially forever to get your updates done. So you might as well just do them as soon as you get them. No, I'm talking about software. I'm talking about software. So like, well, that's what I'm telling you is like you whenever you get an update, you need to do the update as soon as possible. The only thing that you don't want to do an update with is your Unity for the 5.6 on here because if you do that, then your things will glitch. And they warn you about that when you had to backtrack on the updates because they updated and they fucked up on the update. So they're like, here, you have to use this version instead. So when you do that, they tell you don't update that version. You know what I mean? I can help you with software. If you ever have an issue, just ask, and I can help you with it. He just he just doesn't like software. I mean, it can be. It doesn't really confuse me that much. Maybe I have too much patience. He's a monstrosity. He doesn't realize this though. Yeah, I got it. I got it for. It took me a second to get it, and then I called you a monstrosity because that's what it is. Maybe it is a freak of nature kind of thing, but you know what? It's okay. That is true. I'm gonna verify that because every Irish guy I've ever known. I don't know. There's this like half white, half Korean guy that was pretty hung one time. I mean, just as much is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I first thought. I was like, come again? I'm a very observant person. You must take note of this. I know every detail of this bar. I'll tell you that much too. You have a collaboration and an array of different pictures. Mm-mm. Just to let you know, I'll only have pictures of myself on my account. It almost makes me look like a troll, doesn't it? I can't even put it all in my hands. Each. Well, thanks. Well, facial feature wise, I'm Scottish and English. Yep, I'm very Scottish. I mean, hence my last name. I'm part of the sept of the King Keith clan of Scotland. I'm related to his brother. So do, so do they have women like tossing large logs, like women dressed like babushkas, like throwing logs? You have to see these videos on YouTube about it. It's insane. Yeah. Yeah. We Scots are fucking weird. We like to test our strength. Yeah, I like to throw shit. I do actually. That's why I was in basketball and softball and tennis. I have a good arm. If you got nice shoulders, you got a good throw. Just saying. It doesn't matter about the arm really. It's about your shoulder and your wrist. Just an FYI, if you want to show throw far and long, you know. Oh my god. I didn't tell him about anything. He heard the conversation. He was there for it, remember? Yeah. It's just that one picture. Oh my god. Well, I mean, that's the one you were talking about being artistic, and then before I could even get to that one, I'm like, bam, found one. I got a good eye. I'm a photographer. I had to. I was like, the way everything was set up on your account, I'm like, is this guy trolling me? Or, I mean, that one picture could look photoshopped if you angle it right, but nah, that's not Photoshop. Oh my god. I mean, I've seen plenty. Just to let you know. I don't think I need any more visuals. I think I have a permanent impression in my brain of where as long as you don't do the helicopter, I think everybody's going to be saved. You look plastic. It's hard to say. You look plastic. So it's like you look so I don't it's unrealistically like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not a bad thing. It's just it's hard for me to wrap my brain around because it's unrealistic to me because people don't generally work out that hard and talk to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of buff friends. Right. People like to meme your body though. You know what I'm saying? They'll meme bodies like yours. You know? Like look at Ricardo, the Brazilian dancer. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, he has a sparkling personality. He doesn't like fancy words. Are you too fancy? No, don't be that way. Well, I told you. He said never do that. Never do that. Well, maybe you attract crazy and don't know that it's crazy until it's too late. She was crazy before you gave her the dick is the point. It's the truth though. A lot of girls like when they get that, they think that like they're now like you're each other's property, you know what I mean? It's not like an automatic, oh, this is exactly what I think, but like in their mind, you are one and the same of each other. So she feels like when she feels something that you have to feel equally the same. And so because of that, it makes it a lot harder for you to relate. Wow. I heard nothing except for like blah 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 in the background. I don't drink anymore. I'm sober. I'm trying to be. It's in on my shelf right here. They only want your penis. I mean, but that's the whole problem with society and societal perception on other people. You know what I mean? Because we don't actually respect each other for what we are, but we have an idolized perception on everybody. And so when we have that idolized perception, huh? No, I'm sober. No. I studied philosophy for a while. I'm very philosophical. Like, here's the problem. You either have a relationship or you don't. You don't put stipulation on it. That's a big problem. It's a big no-no. You have a set of rules. simple rules, respectable rules for everybody in the situation, and then that's it. You don't put a stipulation on somebody. If they can't do something in their life, that's kind of, their problem, but you don't hound them for it. You let them kind of figure it out for themselves. And if a girl is going to like be all over you just because, you've had sex with her, then she's not mentally mature to be having sex in the first place. I mean, yeah. Well, thanks. It's hard not to because we're trained to do so from a young age because of the way that we're put into society and how we go to school. So, I mean, but I didn't spend a lot of time in school. You know what? I didn't hear it, but it was recorded. So I could probably look back on it later. I just thought I would let everybody know I'm streaming still because I started streaming again when I came on here before this. It, I'm actually not technically monetized because I have everything in line to be monetized on my channel, but I'm not monetized because I don't have 1,000 subs. So I can't, do anything with the money that I earn. Well, thanks. Yeah, I have a Discord. It's on my status. If you want to add me on Discord, I can send you the link to my YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Same. I add people I like. Like, there's something about your personality I like if I add you. So, it's typically why. I don't add everybody, but if somebody wants to add me, I always add them. So, yes. You know what? I used to do that with the Yandere Chan that Silent Stalker made a while back, and I would stab people with her knife, and I'd laugh hysterically. But that's all because I was in character. Okay. I might sometimes. I'm very vanilla. Like I like the whole idea of if I'm gonna go on a first date with somebody, take me on a picnic to a park somewhere and we can just like sit there and talk or something. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We went on a magic carpet ride. Okay. It was nice meeting you. I love your avatar, by the way. It's cute. It's adorable. I have those paw prints to put on my avatar too. Okay. You're not loaded. Oh, now you are. You're so funny, Kioma. You're just like, Oh my god. You're welcome. Stress free because I don't have to worry about the state on my ass anymore. Yeah. Can't catch me, motherfuckers. You know what? Fuck you. Because that's not okay. Like, you're gonna. You're cursing me now. You hear that he cursed me. Everybody heard that. He cursed me. Look, dude, I just got off of paper and you're gonna tell me I'm gonna get back on it within a day and a half? Oh man, that's messed up. Mm-hmm. I love you too. It's okay. Fran. Hi. Oh my god, that's a BTS avatar. The fuck, dude. Oh my god. I've heard so much about BTS. Like that one guy, he got in trouble for like having prostitutes or whatever. He got in trouble for assaulting some of the girls. Yeah, I found some. I dug up some dirty shit on BTS. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's great though. People keep coming in and leaving, so that's why. When people, when somebody comes in and then somebody leaves like 20 seconds after that, not even, it will cause like a lag spike in the mainframe, and it happens every time in this room. It happens to me a lot. So anytime somebody's entering, I know because my thing will start to lag, like somebody just entered the room. So eventually somebody's gonna leave. So then you're gonna get a lag spike. So everybody who was in here originally has probably left, and then like so the turnover has happened again for the number count in this room is what I'm saying. And when that happens, it causes lag spikes and glitching. This, this, yeah, and no, I went to McDonald's and I got a coffee. No, I love the experience of both like desktop and VR because they're so different from each other. And there's like certain things you can only do in either or that you don't have available for either or. So it's interesting how like VR chat's set up. So it depends on the room that you're in. Like in here, there's certain things you can only do if you're on desktop because I don't know how to explain it. I would have to show you when I'm in VR. I don't remember exactly what he's updated from this room that is still like that because he's done a few things. Like the drinks, you only be able to grab those in VR. You couldn't grab them in desktop, and now you can. All of them. When he first put all the drinks in here, you could grab all of the drinks, including the clear ones, and everything in here, in the books and stuff that are on the tables, but you can't do that anymore. You could also play with the peanuts too. So like when you picked up the peanuts in VR, like you could eat a peanut out of the thing. But you can't do that anymore. Yeah. Pretzels too. There's a pretzel bowl in here somewhere. Yeah, well, it's not even because of the lag. It's just because people complain about certain things without really knowing much about the system. Because he's constantly like updating this room, and the megabytes to download it for are always changing, but they're within the same range, and it's because he's either adding or taking away something, and it's really not even that high of a megabyte room, so that wouldn't even make sense. It has to do with how people make their avatars, whether or not they lag out of a room, their connection with the internet, and like how much cache data is being put on their RAM. From my experience, anyway. I mean, I have over 3,200 something hours on here, so